Hi, welcome to my bath time film review, a new feature. Oh god. Right, okay. I saw a film last night that I did not even know existed, called CBGBs. I didn't know anything about it until someone posted about it online. I think it was made a couple of years ago. Um, and I'd never heard of it. Of course, I love all that, so I wanted to watch it. But all the posts that were about it were mostly negative. I think one of the posts said it was horrible, and I thought, okay, I'm interested, I'm listening. So I found it on YouTube, and it's still there if you want to watch it. Um, if you're not interested in mid 70s New York punk rock or CBGBs or any of that good stuff, then just stop the video right now because you won't have a clue what I'm talking about. CBGB's kind of legendary club in the very early 70s that kind of launched the careers of all the bands like Talking Heads, Ramones, Blondie, yada yada yada, Dead Boys, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, for the first half of the film, I was thinking, who's that playing Hilly Crystal? Who is it? But it was Alan Rickman, I think. I could be wrong, but I think it was. He seemed kind of unable to hold on to his accent for more than 3 seconds. It was a bit, wavered a bit. Was it a terrible film? It wasn't really terrible. I've definitely seen worse. Music biopics and some, by their very nature are pretty awful. So I've definitely seen worse music kind of biopics than this one. A little bit slow, and club owners are not as interesting as the bands. But the good thing about the film is that all you want to see is how are they going to do this band, how are they going to do that band, and by and large the bands weren't too bad. They were kind of a bit like them, they kind of looked like them, television looked a bit like them, and the good thing was they used the actual band's music. They didn't make that terrible mistake of re-recording fucking gash versions of these great records that you love to use in the movie. Why they think that is a good idea, I will never know. I'm quite happy to see actors miming along with the actual records. It's far more convincing to me than dodgy versions. I mean, so many films have done that. The Sid Vicious one, fucking terrible. The Ian Dury movie, absolutely ruined by gash versions of Ian Dury hits. I guess the only one that really kind of breaks that rule is the Buddy Holly story, where the music is actually really really great. But that's the one that proves the rule because blah blah blah. Anyway, yeah, how did they do the bands there? The bands were kind of okay, and the music was all okay, apart from the Ramones music, which I didn't recognize at all. And I'm a huge Ramones fan, and when the songs they were playing were not songs that I've ever fucking heard, so that was very strange. And another thing is, all the bands who were doing these gigs to about 10 people in 1974 were all playing their big hit singles. Like Blondie were playing Denis Denis, and Patti Smith was playing Because the Night. They weren't playing those fucking songs in CBGBs. That's ridiculous. Anyway, I could let that slide because they want to have music that a lot of people have heard of. Yeah, so I didn't know that Hilly Crystal managed the Dead Boys. Didn't know that at all. So I learned one thing from the film. So also the whole film was kind of cut together and that made to look like a comic kind of thing, which is cool, but it's seen it that done so many fucking times. They try to do the dynamic between Hilly and his daughter. Don't fucking care. All that kind of thing. There was enough dog shit in it to keep me interested, so that I think that was kind of realistic. It kind of petered out. The film just sort of went along and then sort of went, no, that's enough now, and kind of ended. I don't really know what happened to CBGBs or if it closed or I'm frozen. I'm back. I don't really know if it closed or whatever. You didn't really get that. There was kind of a little bit of writing at the end, but that involves reading, and I'm not fucking doing that. So yeah, it's if you're into it, it's worth it. It's definitely worth a watch. It's worth a watch to see Debbie Harry, who looks like a big fucking tranny football player. Boy, did they miscast whoever that was. I thought it was fucking Jane Courtney, but it was Debbie Harry. A bit butch. Yeah, a bit butch. Anyway, that was my review. I will give it out of 10. What will I give CBGBs? If you're interested in that kind of thing, I'll give it a 6 because it's worth watching. If you're not interested in that kind of thing, I'll give it a 1 because you definitely do not want to see it. Anyway, we'll get another movie review from my bath next week. Check you later!